Hi, I'm Chris Purser, and in this episode of Beats and Bobs, we're going to look at this awesome groove. So in this video, we're going to look at an awesome electronic kind of Afrobeat inspired groove using displaced snare drums, some linear, and some ghost notes. So let's jump straight in and look at the notation. We're in 4/4, it's a 1-bar groove. We can see therefore we've got 4 beats in the bar. Starting with beat 1, we have this awesome phrase with a bass drum on its own, followed by a hi-hat, followed by snare drum and hi-hat together. And if we're thinking of this in 16th notes, we're going to count this as 1 E and ah. So the and would be our rest, our little gap in between. So 1 E and ah. Hi guys, if you're finding these videos helpful, please feel free to like and subscribe. In beat 2, we have a 16th note rest, followed by an 8th note hi-hat, and then a 16th note snare drum, which is going to be played as a ghost note. So we get this 1 E, ah, 1 E, ah. On beat 3, we have a little linear phrase. We have bass drum, snare drum, hi-hat, bass drum. The snare drum is going to be played as a ghost note. And we're going to think of this as 3 E and ah. And in beat 4, we're going to have our final backbeat of the bar. So we're going to have a snare drum on its own and then a hi-hat on its own. 4 and. So it's worth noting in the playing examples that on the and of 4, that hi-hat that lives on its own, I'm playing that sometimes with hi-hat open, a lift, and then I'm also moving it over to the floor tom, just to add a bit of variation, kind of call and response element to it. So a hi-hat lift on the first one, followed by a floor tom. Obviously you could play that as a closed hi-hat, you could play that wherever you'd like, but it just adds a little bit of variation to this groove. So when you see the playing examples, that's what's going on. So this is a really fun groove to play. Like I say, it has that electronic kind of Afrobeat kind of vibe where the snare drums are displaced. You've got this nice little melody between the kick, snare and hats. It's definitely one worth practicing. As always, the PDF description is going to be in the link below. Thank you for watching another video. Don't forget to check out the other content on this channel. Happy practicing, stay well, and we'll see you soon.